He's been really good, and he you know, uh, again, it's our focus is on putting our players in position to win this game. That may not be a permanent move, but for this particular game, we felt, that that was the position that he should play. And obviously, we're throwing a little bit of a curveball, with Kirkland. So we've also moved Jumper there. So the combination, we're gonna play a lot of guys, probably more than you guys are probably thinking we are. We talked about this morning, probably 7 or 8 guys in the secondary, and I wouldn't be surprised to see 6 or 7 linebackers and 8 or 9 guys up front, and rotate guys. And it's not intramurals and it's not just giving guys, but Bates is going to play quite a bit, and he's done a really good job. He's focused in. We've given him a very, very specific role, and he's done well with it.
You said at the start of the offseason that a healthy Darren Kirkland would be very important to the defense. And where does this leave you now? And where's Cortez Sapp? Could he be back in the mix and be one of these guys? And how might that affect the rotation?
Well, probably not. Cortez won't be at Mike, but again, the focus is on beating Georgia Tech. So the players may be in a different position as we get into a more traditional offense. But I mean, for this particular game, we're excited. We've got them aligned where we think we need them aligned, and there's a group of guys, whether it's Batuli, who's at a really good camp, whether it's Austin Smith, who it's great to have him back in the mix. Jumper and Bates have practiced really, really well. The freshman you guys have asked about a couple times, Will Ignat. This may not be his cup of tea, but he's going to be really good and play a lot this year. And Sapp, Elliott Berry, and Cortez McDowell have all played, had pretty good camps. So, in some way, shape, or form, you'll probably see any or all of those guys this week. I'm not going to, we can't dwell on DK not being there. I feel worse for him than I do for anything else. I mean, here's a guy who really worked hard. Came back last year, played well in the bowl game, had a good off season, and put himself in position to take the next step as a player. But injuries are part of it. We've dealt with it before. And as I said, the thing I really like about this team so far, and again, you find out more when you get into real games, is we haven't had real highs and real lows. They've all been pretty steady Eddie, and that's been positive. So I think this team, I think this unit will handle these type of things, this type of adversity better. And I've said it 50 times to you guys already, we all have a tremendous amount of confidence in Colton and the guys behind him. So I'm looking forward to watching those guys play.
Hey, Bob, how much of a bonus is it to have pretty much every member of your defensive staff having went against Bob or Paul Johnson at one point or another in their career?
I guess that's good. Charlton's probably been the most recent against them, and he's provided a great deal of insight. It may not have been Paul Johnson; it may have been the same family. But I coached against Georgia Southern recently, and Army, and teams like that. So I mean, I think when you look at yourself, you decide, are we going to be 4 down or 3 down? 4 down or 50 defense? Are you going to be 2 high or single high? And as I said, I think one of the things that you really have to do, I've said this all along about playing this type of team, they know more about what they do. I'm not too proud to say, I understand they know more about what they do than we know about defending it. And therefore, it's really important that we keep it simple, give our guys a good set of keys, get them aligned very precisely, and work our butt off on beating blocks, running the ball, and gang tackling. He's traveling. He's come a long way. And I think Coach said it, if I'm not mistaken, if he's not ready to play, he won't play, but he's practiced better, and he's coming a long way. And, Kendall, Khalil, Quay, Alexis have all practiced throughout the course of camp and done a really good job. Kevon Bennett and Matt Butler are guys who are the young guys who have played pretty good, and Shai's coming along and on schedule. And whether if he's ready to go against Georgia Tech, we'll throw him in there, and if he's not, he'll be ready to go the next week.
Just in general, what gives you the confidence that this defense is going to be better in terms of the explosive plays and not allowing those long runs that kind of punch out late last season?
Like I said, we just, we've practiced better. That's the first thing. I think they have better comprehension. I mean, we spent a lot of time this offseason, just the consistency, I'd say, just from the consistency in the weight room, the consistency throughout spring ball, the consistency throughout camp. And it's a style play. And I've said this to our guys. What we've done a good job during camp, we've made mistakes, and there have been big plays in camp. I get that. And it's not about our execution, it's about our style of play. And our style of play has been put on display on a more consistent basis throughout camp than it was at any point last year. So that's what I'd say. We're a much more consistent group.
Sorry about that. Following up on Bates, kind of what's, I guess,